There's HaShulchan Yerodea Siman Lamed Zayin Sif Kov Ches Lamed. This is supplemental day 242 of the HaShulchan Yomi. Kov Ches L'Chatchila, relatively short day. Chilabade Ishla, so it's Komachi Isbar. L'Chatchila is to do everything. Check the bull, an extra kiss, and check the waters and taste them. Vatima Badai Nakavas Gam Dievid. Interesting, he says it's important is that you taste the water. After Badak Sheshlam Kiss, you check that they have they're in their own pocket. Chomash is bar and everything we explain. Nevertheless, the primary thing is to taste. Then Badak Batim Hashem Zakim Sukim, you checked. You taste it, they are pure and clear and sweet. Surely those Siman is bar, you forgot to check if it's a separate kiss. Yesh Osin, those are Asa, the Simla Chadosha. Yesh Matin, those are permitted. V'chein Ikar, that's Lubushei Sword. If you bought a Valeka Kiss in the Atzmo, but if you checked and there was no kiss by itself, they're not an independent pocket, it's difficult to matir. Even though Ramah did not mention this condition to permit the two buos. Yesh Mishua, some other ones say that feel Makim Maim Zaki, even those who permit or lenient with clear water. Simply when both bubbles are clear. One is for pus, treifa. It's treifa, simul chadasha. Yeshluchim said that those are came achasim zakin, since one of them is pure. Have like a buvatinre. It's like no worse than a bubble and a deposit. It'll be okay. That's the Lubushei Sword. We have to say gadol if it's possible great loss and extending circumstances. Gam there we show him in first opinion permits it. V'day show the my day the ficha ola orea buos. If when you inflate the lung, the height of the lung goes over the bubbles, yesh yistapekim yesh la'achshir b'trei buos d'smiche. One can there's a question whether you two bubbles next to each other be permitted. Even though in terms of a sircha emerging from the bua, would still be machshir. The Gemara. You have two bubbles adjacent to each other, which is actually mentioned in the Gemara. Yesh stopping. Unclear. The Gam Gdoli Achronim stop goes that great Achronim were unsure about the Simcha Chadasha Busei Shot. Which a bua the smicha in chiluk ben shem buas gedolos uktanos or achas klein or achas so. There's a difference that they're both large, both small. One is large, one is small. Upashu, that's obvious. Kasser ben Ramah. Ramah, right? It's lamed. Kasser ben Ramah. Bua achritz. You have a bubble on a crease or on a kemet or a fold. Treifa. It's treifa. The African tray. Bua the smicha is like two bubbles adjacent to each other. Shtebul zeker negazeh ben shtei unos kasher. If you have two bubbles opposite each other, between two unos, it's kosher. A bua nega tinra kaigavin to treifa, but a bua opposite a tinra in such a situation is treif. The tinra kosher, the tinra is hard. Umnakeves a bua shkira, and it's going to pierce the bubble which is opposite. But that's only if you have a bua here and a tinra there. But if they're next to each other, bua v'tinra smuchim zayit. So say if they're adjacent to each other, it's kosher akan l'shono. V'zeh shekasav bua al chritz v'kemet. If you have a bubble on a crease or on a fold, be advar b'sefer Darkei Moshe, explained in Darkei Moshe Shana. On Matzah, he also found bua b'una al yona. If you have a bubble on the upper una, shalimin on the right hand side, b'mokom chritz, svivav, and a place where there's a crease around it, treifa. V'chein kol bua medes al kemet, also any bubble which is on a fold, treifa. We should have a katrei bua smicha adali. It's like two bubbles next to each other, kan l'shono. V'yesh a pirush udvarav. So explain what he means. What he said, it's only in the place of the fold, the crease of the upper una or the of the varda. That's every time that because it's like two bubbles next to each other. The place that's not normally a crease. Treifa blavach. Straight no matter what. It's a double whammy. Simcha Dosh and Prima Garden. That's very strange. He came Lamas Kemet. Yeah, why did he mention a fold? Although Ainbrea Kemet told us so. There's no natural folds in the lung. Votrei Matzmo, he had Darkei Moshe. Let's explain what he said. Darkei Moshe. what compelled him to say is locain if there's not the pshat rei blava hitatu is ochin mishitasam. This is otherwise it would be a tati derusa in any event, and obviously it's also tati derusa din kavua. They're going to according to the shita that may tati derusa a halacha which is universal, automatic. The low kain who that's not the case. Much obviously few tests, like we said, a really so great length. The bracket says "Gav Bushe Swati Konin Sif Cotton Sound Chlevsi Sigalem I Sham because Kemet Lo Ave Rusa." He says that a fold is not a reisa. The truth is, like we said, that it's when it's on the fold, obviously, that it looks like two bubbles, not otherwise. You know what? Even though Lamed Alvis for tomorrow, let's do Lamed Alf now. It was a short day so far. On the Gamma Tama, we're also what the Ramah says. You should show the Mabakach that we could trade blue this miche. So what if it's not in the crease? It looks like two bubbles next to each other. It's part of the got to learn when you have one bubble, it looks like two. Here's a picture. Although I'm not sure what drawing. Not sure what grade shakes it is. Oh, sorry, it is. Chara is chazi ketarte. Two bubbles next to each other. It looks like one bubble. One bubble, which looks like two bubbles. Okay, so the if they spill into each other, that's this one over here. They are shafli adadi, spill into each other. Then kashera, it's kosher. What difference does it make that the fold makes it look like it's two bubbles next to each other? Frank Shul of Kenu asked this on him because with the kavu coming also Kenu. They said this is what it means. A bubble normally raises the skin of the hide of the lung and expands. The kan tava or teva or lakmit. Here the nature of the skin is evidently to crease. Yidarbas and to cling to the meat. When the bubble is going to expand, I guess out of this crease, tikra is going to rip rip the skin. That's it's sure. There he wrote that's like two bubbles next to each other. Ain't covers in the science, not because it looks like two bubbles. But rather, his name is his floor is like the floor of two bubbles next to each other. That's eventually going to cause a hole. But anyway, it seems to be the This is what he seems wants to say. The exchange between bulls came to Chazal. I think I'm not sure what the difference is. I think he's elaborating here what we just said. The exchange between bulls just like way two bubbles. Kimlu Chazal have a Masorah. There must be a hole. Or it's going to cause a hole. So too, if you have one bubble, which is not a straight plane, it's in a crease or a kemer or a fold for meres and standing there kimishkolas as if it's a weight. But it's going to wobble, but you're going to knock it, it's going to cause a hole. Near the mime zakim b'day yesh lachshir. But if it's clear water, he says, it's definitely going to be said it's kosher. If also shemachrim b'trei blue af mime zakim, even those who say by a double bubble, it's possible even with mime zakim. Kolkom b'din said, nevertheless, in this halacha, shaloni iska b'gemara, which is not mentioned gemara about folds and creases. Hadavar pachi yesh lachshir b'mime zakim. It's obviously going to say it's okay with clear water. Below kol hatanoim which is pashi trei blue dismuche, without all the other conditions which you mentioned, like a kiss. Let's not add on to chumrah, which is not mentioned in the shas, and the bracket says, okay, we'll stop here for today.